Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Inside Now. We have been getting people that love to see our photographs or collections, so we're going to continue looking at some of those. And here we go, 1987. 1987, great tag team of Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy from 1987. Some of the best matches I ever witnessed was with these two guys and a team called the Nightmares, Danny Davis and Ken Wayne. They had some Nightmare Cage matches that would go down in the history of some of the greatest matches of all time. Jerry Stubbs is in another list with Brad Armstrong.
Yep.
You know, Jerry just was so good at what he did. He should have been a millionaire for the ability that he had. There's no doubt about it.
And if it wasn't for his sickness, his health issues, he probably would have been a superstar.
Yeah, I agree. Here's another photograph of Jerry Stubbs going against Brad Armstrong, Boutwell Auditorium. This may have been the match where they bled like there was no tomorrow. Great picture, Roy George. Did I say Roy Welsh refereeing?
That's Roy George.
Roy George, sorry. That's right. I love this photograph right here. This is one of my. But Brad Armstrong, Bob Armstrong, Gordon Soley. Look at this picture. This is tremendous.
Oh wow.
And in case you wondered what they're talking about, he was saying, "Hey Bob, you think I could borrow a cigarette?"
And you know what Bob was saying? No, they're mine.
Get you wrong. What's wrong with you, Gordon? I didn't take you to raise.
All right,
I didn't see your last name is Armstrong. You're Solely.
This guy was not nationally known by no stretch of the imagination. This guy was not the greatest wrestler in the world. He would not make a top 100 list. Could actually be probably worse wrestler than George Goulas in some people's minds. Now, this guy really could be there. But he had the ability to draw big houses in Birmingham, Alabama, and did so several times.
Are we talking about Kaiser? No, we're not.
And we're not talking about Lex Luger. Here we go, folks.
Yep, he is the great Kaiser, Dr. Johnny Peeples.
If you will look, I believe it's Yellowhammer News. They just did a story on him. He is well up into his 80s, and they did a little interview with him. He's actually pictured without the mask and talks about how he headlined Boutwell Auditorium for about 35 years.
Okay.
Well, he did headline a few times, and honestly, so we can tell the story why he did sell out the Boutwell Auditorium once. He went on television, a local channel. I don't know what channel was, whatever the channels were. I can't remember the channels now in Birmingham. He got into an altercation with I believe it was the weatherman.
It's Herb Winches, I believe, wasn't it?
Was it Herb Winches?
I believe it was Herb Winches.
And they had a match, and it sold out. It sold out the bill. He came back and had a match with someone else, and it did get well again. But he had the ability, both these guys had the ability to get the media behind it.
Yep.
And they were very good at what they did. As far as promoters and people who knew how to promote themselves, they really and truly knew how to promote themselves.
His manager, was it Johnny Peeples?
Yeah, Johnny Peeples.
Yeah, now he was a radio personality, I believe, there in the Birmingham area.
He also ran the Jewish Community Center there as well. Nice people.
Oh, very nice. Tremendously nice, both of them.
Buddy Roberts of the Freebirds. This was a publicity picture for the UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation, where we actually stayed for maybe how long we were there, Rodney? 6 weeks?
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
It was like the revolving door.
And apparently, Buddy saw some of the matches for that night.
Yeah, probably good. Here is a
Good
photograph
Lord, who?
before he was Mr. Wonderful. This was way before he was Mr. Wonderful. Southeastern Championship Wrestling. This photograph I purchased. This was one of the photographs that Paul Orndorff sold when he was wrestling for, this would have been 1979. I believe it was 1979. Is that the year he was wrestling Rodney in Southeastern?
Yeah, 1980. It would be 1980 up there.
Got a little crooked or something, don't I?
Great matches with Schultz and Condrey up there.
Yeah, it's good.
Dick Slater, Paul Orndorff against Schultz and Condrey. Great matches, terrible crowd, but great matches.
Here is
Own it. Okay, go ahead.
UWF Wrestling Program. Look at Sting there.
3 great workers.
That's that's right.
Sting.
That's right.
All right. Here we got Steve Dr. Death Williams, Ted DiBiase, the Fabulous Freebirds, Missy Hyde, John Tatum, Doc Journey, and Missing Link. By the way, this duo right here were the only people the people would get with during that time.
That's right. It's amazing. But they were. That was the only match they came to see, really.
By the way, I saw Missy Hyde. She was at some kind of autograph signing, and she still looked pretty good. And that she is a Facebook friend of mine.
She actually looks better now than she did the last few years. I don't know what she's done different, but she looked really nice.
Yeah,
Probably good lighting.
This was actually in an open setting where it wasn't a set picture up somewhere. So she looked pretty good.
Do y'all see the Something to Wrestle With?
Yeah.
Isn't that a podcast now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Bruce Pritchard's.
Mm-hmm.
So it was not original. He actually was doing this program, by the way. I'm pretty sure he was the one putting this together.
Yeah. That's where the name come from. He's paying homage to that.
There we see the one-man gang, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Skandar Akbar, the general. And we sold these. And then here is Rodney's favorite, Terry Taylor. He wants action, by the way. And then we got Jack Victory, great wrestler, and Rick Steiner. By that time, they called him Rick Steiner. When he first went in there, he's Rob Rick Steiner.
Well, that's his real name, Robert Rick Steiner.
So good program there. Then here is a picture of this was during the UWF times as well, of Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Great wrestler. I mean, one of the best.
Yep, absolutely.
Knew what he was doing. Mr. Wrestling 2 with the Champions of Champions Cup. I believe I also at one point had that up on the.
Yeah, it's right behind you. It's right behind you. It's right behind you on the.
Oh, I still have it up there, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there, back there.
There we go.
We sold these photographs. Sold many of these in 1987 in Continental Championship Wrestling. Here is a photograph of Steve Armstrong and Johnny Rich. And what was that referee's name, Rodney?
John Keaton, I believe was his name, wasn't it?
John Keaton. Yeah, we got a story about him too, we can tell.
He was the number 1 ring man.
He was. Yes, he was. Steve Armstrong and Mike Golden. This was Continental Championship Wrestling, 1987. Hey, there's stars on that, Matt. That's where Mike Jackson got that name from, I think, All-Star.
Yep. That was it.
Kenny Lucas.
Yes. What belt does he have on that, Brent?
Do what?
What belt does he have on there?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I can. Wait a minute. Mid-America.
Mid-America. Okay.
America Tag Team Champion, I believe is what it says. Yeah.
Man, he was so good.
Lucas, really good. Very credible. If you get a chance to hear Lucas do one of his interviews, just tremendously credible.
Mhm.
And the last picture we're going to look at, the Wild Bunch. There you see them. Lord Jonathan Boyd, Mike Golden heading down. Tom Pritchard, you see his legs down below.
Tremendous pair of boots he had there.
Yes, yes. Greatest boots in the wrestling business, walking down the aisle right there. But that's just a collection of our photographs.
Wait a minute. Get Jack back on
Just
here.
a little bit of collection of the photographs we have. And this is, be honest with you, this is just this is nothing really of what we do have to show everyone. If you enjoyed this video, give us the big thumbs up. Subscribe to the page if you haven't already. Go one step further. Hit that notification bell and share the video. And if you're not a supporter, go to our Facebook page, Pro Wrestling Inside and Out. Become a supporter, and you'll get a lot of extra stuff. And until the next video, we'll see you later right here on Pro Wrestling Inside and Out.